Do you know why your body stops responding to insulin? If you wake up tired every morning, feel drowsy after meals, and struggle with stubborn weight despite being hungry all the time, you might already be trapped in insulin resistance. But today's revealed 168 intermittent fasting method can fundamentally solve all these problems. The silent killer affecting 7 out of 10 modern adults. Insulin resistance is the most dangerous disease of modern society. It's the common root of diabetes, obesity, hypertension, and cardiovascular disease, yet most people don't even know they have this problem. Insulin is the key hormone that regulates blood sugar in our body. When we eat, blood sugar rises, and the pancreas secretes insulin to move glucose into cells. But when insulin resistance develops, this system breaks down. Cells begin ignoring insulin signals. Blood sugar stays elevated, and the pancreas must produce even more insulin. This starts a vicious cycle. High insulin levels promote fat storage, increase inflammation, and eventually lead to diabetes. The miracle created by 168 intermittent fasting. 168 intermittent fasting means fasting for 16 hours and eating only during an 8-hour window each day. For example, if your last meal is at 8 p.m., you don't eat anything until noon the next day. Why does this seemingly simple method reverse insulin resistance? The key is giving insulin a rest period. Normally, we eat meals and snacks 5 to 6 times daily. This means insulin must be secreted all day long. The overworked pancreas becomes exhausted, and cells grow numb to constant insulin signals. However, stopping food intake for 16 hours allows insulin levels to drop to baseline. During this time, cellular insulin receptors regain sensitivity, and the pancreas gets adequate rest. Amazing changes that appear in the first week. Dramatic changes occur in your body. From the first week of 168 intermittent fasting, the first thing you'll notice is morning refreshment. Since energy doesn't need to be spent on digestion overnight, you achieve deeper sleep. The second change is appetite normalization. The constant urge to eat something disappears, and you can distinguish between real hunger and fake hunger. This signals that ghrelin and leptin, hunger hormones, are starting to function normally. Third is improved concentration. As blood sugar stabilizes, continuous energy supply to the brain becomes possible. People who experienced mid-morning fatigue or severe afternoon drowsiness notice changes from this point. But weren't you taught that skipping breakfast is bad for health? This is completely wrong conventional wisdom. Scientific evidence that destroys the breakfast myth. For decades we've heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But this originated from Kellogg's cereal company marketing campaign in 1944. It was a concept created for commercial purposes, not scientific evidence. Looking at our natural circadian rhythm, morning hours have the highest cortisol levels. Cortisol naturally raises blood sugar, so there's no need to consume food during this time. A large-scale 2019 study showed that people who skipped breakfast actually had lower BMI and better metabolic markers. Skipping breakfast was naturally intermittent fasting all along. The magic happening inside your body during 16 hours. Amazing things happen in our body during fasting hours. For the first 8 hours, stored glycogen is consumed. After 8 hours, fat begins being used as the primary energy source. After 12 hours, autophagy, a cellular cleansing process, activates. Damaged cellular components are removed and new cells are generated. This is like resetting your entire body. Reaching 16 hours maximizes insulin sensitivity. The body responds very efficiently to the first food consumed at this point. You can obtain stable energy without blood sugar spikes. Even more remarkable is that growth hormone secretion increases up to 5 times. Growth hormone plays a crucial role in maintaining muscle mass and breaking down fat. What to eat during the 8-hour eating window. What you eat during the 8-hour eating period is as important as fasting itself. Many people binge eat after fasting, wasting all their efforts. The first meal should start with gentle, easily digestible foods. Foods containing healthy fats like avocados or nuts are ideal. These provide satiety while maintaining stable blood sugar. The second meal should include sufficient high-quality protein. Choose fish, chicken, eggs, or legumes, prioritizing unprocessed, natural foods. Consume carbohydrates mainly as complex carbohydrates. Brown rice, oats, and sweet potatoes are good choices, while refined carbohydrates should be avoided. Most importantly, don't overeat even within 8 hours. About 80% of your usual intake provides sufficient nutrition. Common mistakes of those who fail. People who attempt 168 intermittent fasting and fail share common patterns. The first mistake is starting too aggressively. Someone eating 6 times daily. Suddenly attempting 16-hour fasting overwhelms the body. The correct approach is gradual progression. Start with 12-hour fasting the first week and extend by 1 hour weekly. This allows gradual adaptation without stress. The second mistake is consuming caloric beverages during fasting hours. Adding sugar or milk to coffee or drinking fruit juices completely eliminates fasting effects. Only water, unsweetened tea, and black coffee are allowed. The third mistake is compensatory overeating during mealtimes. The mindset that you can eat more because you fasted is prohibited. You should actually eat less than usual to see true effects. Customized application by body type. Since everyone's body is different, 168 fasting requires individual adjustments. Those with severe insulin resistance may need stricter application for the first 2 weeks. Women must consider hormonal cycles around menstruation, reducing fasting hours, or taking complete breaks is advisable. Women planning pregnancy or breastfeeding should avoid fasting. Elderly individuals should pay more attention to protein intake. To prevent muscle loss, consuming at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight during the 8-hour eating window is recommended. Those exercising can adjust eating windows to match workout times. If you prefer morning workouts, setting meal times from noon to 8 p.m. is effective. Dramatic changes appearing in the first month. During the first month of 168 intermittent fasting, remarkable changes appear in stages. Week 1 improves sleep quality. Finishing dinner early reduces digestive burden, enabling deeper sleep. Week 2 begins weight loss, though this is mostly water loss initially. Real fat burning starts from week 3. Week 3 significantly enhances energy levels. Severe morning fatigue or afternoon food coma disappears, maintaining stable energy throughout the day. Week 4 completely transforms appetite control. You no longer easily succumb to food temptations and can distinguish real hunger from habitual appetite. However, the first week requires careful attention as an adaptation period. Secrets to easily overcome the adaptation period. Here are methods to minimize side effects appearing during early 168 intermittent fasting. The most common symptoms are headaches and fatigue. These are natural phenomena occurring as blood sugar stabilizes. To alleviate headaches, adequate hydration is essential. Drink at least 2 liters of water daily, and slightly salted water or sugar-free electrolyte drinks help replenish electrolytes. Fatigue usually lasts 3 to 5 days. During this period, choose light walking or stretching over intense exercise. Sufficient sleep is also crucial. Hunger is largely psychological. You're not actually hungry but habitually seek food. Drinking warm herbal tea or water, while redirecting attention elsewhere, is effective. The point where insulin sensitivity maximizes. 6 weeks after starting 168 intermittent fasting, insulin sensitivity maximizes. From this point, eating the same foods produces significantly smaller blood sugar spikes, and post-meal energy crashes disappear. Research shows 8 weeks of intermittent fasting improves insulin sensitivity by an average of 31%, while fasting insulin levels decrease by 20 to 31%. This indicates substantial reversal of insulin resistance. More remarkable is beta cell function recovery. Beta cells in the pancreas secrete insulin, and these cells are damaged or impaired in diabetic patients. Intermittent fasting regenerates these beta cells and restores their function. The science of ketosis and fat burning. During 16-hour fasting, our body begins using ketones instead of glucose as the primary energy source. Ketones are substances produced when fat breaks down, providing highly efficient energy to brain and muscles. Ketosis maintains insulin levels at their lowest. Since insulin is also a fat storage hormone, lower levels naturally promote fat breakdown. Abdominal fat burns preferentially, leading to visceral fat reduction. Visceral fat reduction is crucial for improving insulin resistance. Inflammatory substances secreted by visceral fat cells interfere with insulin signaling. As visceral fat decreases, insulin resistance improves. Ketosis also enhances brain function. Ketones are 25% more efficient brain fuel than glucose, significantly improving concentration and cognitive ability. If today's video helped you, please subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications. I'm genuinely supporting your healthy transformation.